Hey guys, Parfums de Nicolai has three brand spanking new gourmand fragrances. I discovered the fragrances early this year at Aix in Milan. They're finally out and they're selling everywhere, and I was able to get these from ZGO Perfumery here in San Francisco. If you're a fan of the house and or need to discover Parfums de Nicolai, ZGO Perfumery is a great store to go and check out the fragrances. But in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the three gourmand fragrances, and those are Macaron Bourbon. We have Pavlova, and then we have Saint Honore. So find out about all three of these fragrances coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Sebastian. We're talking about Parfums de Nicolai's latest gourmand fragrances. Have you gotten your nose on these fragrances yet? Are you a fan of gourmand fragrances or this house, Parfums de Nicolai? I am a house of this. I'm a fan of this house. I enjoy these the fragrances of this house because they tend to be a bit on the classic side, and I felt like these fragrances are so modern. I almost felt like they did not belong to this house, especially since I am a big fan of gourmands too. So they felt like they were not necessarily part of the collection, because there are fragrances like New York Intense, big fan of. I don't have the bottle here. Patchouli Intense, huge fan of. There's Cuba Intense. Then Musk Intense. Fig Tea is a big one that everybody talks about. Cap Neroli also. But there's many other fragrances from this house. I've done a few videos here and there on the channel you can go catch to discover the brand. But as I was saying, these felt like they weren't part of the collection for some strange reason, because I hadn't seen gourmands from the house up until this. I don't think I had. I can't remember, but these are the most gourmand in the collection. And it's a given that gourmands are so popular and everybody's going to do them, trying to cash in on this craze. Yeah, I think gourmand fragrances are here to stay. Everybody seems to be making them, and of course these three are the gourmand fragrances of Parfums de Nicolai. So I'm gonna talk to you about the fragrances in alphabetical order, and sure enough, it's in order of not necessarily of preference. So my most favorite of the collection is Saint Honore, the last fragrance I'm going to talk to you about. And my least favorite is Macaron Bourbon, the first one I'm going to talk to you about. So let's talk about Macaron Bourbon and let you know all about this one. So this is, again, the fragrances selling at ZGO Perfumery. And I do have a discount code there if you guys are interested or in the market for these fragrances. You can always use the discount code. I have the discount code listed in the info box. But this is Macaron Bourbon. It's featuring notes of rose essence, rum accord, patchouli essence, bitter almond essence, caramel, vanilla absolute, Davana essence, cinnamon, tonka beans, cloves essence, musk accords. So this is a fragrance that I felt like was trying to do a classic style mixed in with a modern gourmand style. Almost brought me reminders of fragrances like Cinnabar or JHL. Those are both Estee Lauder owned fragrances. The JHL is Aramis, which is very similar to Cinnabar, the more masculine offering, but it's also very warm and spicy with cinnamon, and I believe it's cinnamon. It might even have cloves. This Macaron Bourbon I felt like was kind of sort of similar, because those two fragrances also had the rose, and this is overdosed with a lot of rose. You get that. It's basically running to show the rose here, but it has patchouli touches, of course, earthy touches with the patchouli note. Along the way, you've got the vanillic, caramelly, and almondy touches that come in, but for me, I felt like the rose, rum, and patchouli were really dominating here. Kind of also going into a slight Middle Eastern direction as well, like Middle Eastern fragrances, because it's a bit loud and overwhelming, and the rose and patchouli rum combo is really, really potent in your face. But for some reason, when I was testing it out, I got some hints and reminders of fragrances like the classic fragrances, and I wonder if that's because Parfums de Nicolai does create the classic style fragrances, and maybe it had a bit of a classic, what do you call it, formula in there. I'm not 100% sure how I got that, but for some strange reason, the warm spices in here were definitely giving me Cinnabar or JHL vibes. But the other thing is, I didn't get much of a gourmand experience with this one because, like I said, it was overdosed with the rose and patchouli. So the gourmand effect that you expect in gourmand fragrances was a bit lacking. So this one turned out to be my least favorite of the bunch. But let's go ahead and give you a bit more info and smell this on camera and let you know a little bit more about it. I do also want to say these bottles are now refillable. They weren't before. I'm not sure if this is the first collection, but definitely notice that these are refillable bottles. So I think Macaron Bourbon is trying to capitalize on those Pierre Hermé macaroons that I really love to eat when I go to Paris. And they do have those rose essence flavored macaroons there. Maybe that's what it's trying to be, because if you look at the box, it does have the macaroons, you know, with the photo there. So it is a gourmand inspired, but, you know, you get gourmand touches, but eventually the patchouli, because it is in the base notes, you know, takes over with the rose, and I get less gourmand touches and more patchouli with this one. But sure enough, along the way, there's almondy touches, booziness, vanillic nuttiness, but for some strange reason, the rose, rum, and patchouli dominate on my skin. Yeah, I think it depends on the wearer. For me, it's the least gourmand, but I think maybe on your skin, it might be more gourmand. I'm also very sensitive to patchouli, so I pick it up really a lot stronger than other notes. So this one for me, more of a rose, almost like a rose chypre style with a lot of warmth, you know, a lot of spicy warmth. So that's Macaron Bourbon. Let me know if you've already sampled this one and what your thoughts are on it. So next up we have Pavlova. So Pavlova is a dessert I'm unfamiliar with. So I'm not very familiar with it because I don't think I've ever had any. And I'm a dessert lover if you guys didn't know this already. I love eating sweet desserts. And this is my second favorite of the collection. Remember I said it's my least favorite to my most favorite. And the last one I'm going to talk to you about is my most favorite. So stick around for that one because that one's the most delicious. But this is a fruity gourmand. It has notes of pineapple, passion fruit, peaches, coconut, raspberry, vanilla, musk, sandalwood, rum accord, cedar essence. This one's also the freshest. And I feel like all the fruits in here give it a fresher effect, so you're not swimming in a lot of warmth, if that makes sense. It's not as warm, spicy. There's a lot of fresh fruits that are in the mix. You know, you've got the passion fruit, the pineapple, the peaches, the raspberries, and also the coconut. Eventually, there's a, you know, woody, creamy booziness that comes in. Also vanillic in the dry down, but it's quite fresh up top. So I like this one as a fresh gourmand, but still, my most favorite is Saint Honore, but I think this one passes, whereas I felt like the first one was a bit of a failure for me. I wasn't the biggest fan of. Here I can get away with wearing it, and also the fact that it's sweet, it's gourmand-esque, very fruity. I can, you know, wear this one in the summertime. And if you love pineapple and fragrances, I think you should check this one out. There is a bit of a light pineapple upside down kind of an effect here. Because for me, I get pineapples the most in this. And I'm very sensitive to that note as well. I love pineapple. I love to eat them. I love the taste of them. And I do enjoy them in fragrances as well. But this is more like a fruit compote rather than just a pineapple. So not only you get the pineapples, you get the passion fruit, peaches, coconut, and raspberry as well. So it's all mixed together like a compote. Let's go ahead and quickly smell this one too, and I'll give you my additional comments on it. Let me show you the box real quick. And let me know if you've sampled this one. Right off the bat, from the strip, I'm getting pineapple. It's like the most prominent note for me. But it is mixed in with other fruits. The peaches, the passion fruit all come in, along with the coconut and the raspberry as well. But yeah, this one, it's like under all the fruits, there's cream trying to come through. You do experience it, but the fruits are so fresh, it's keeping the cream, the vanillic creaminess, the booziness under there. It's making sure it doesn't show its face. And just like, it's like a lot of fruits mixed in, and you've put in some creamy things in the bottom of your bowl and, you know, top that off with a lot of fruits. And, you know, you can smell a little bit of that cream that's in there, that vanilla creaminess, but you're mostly smelling the fruits here. This is more of a fun and playful. It might be a bit also on the young side, but this one's definitely my second favorite. And honestly, this one does smell like a real dessert I've actually smelled. The fruits and the creaminess under there kind of give me a realistic smell of a dessert. So this is Pavlova from the house of Parfums de Nicolai. That's my second favorite of the trio. And then last but not least, The third fragrance, and my most favorite in the trio, is called Saint Honore, this one right here. So Saint Honore is a milky, nutty, almost bready-like dessert, and it's super, super delicious, very, very powdery. Also for me, not as loud as the other two. It's got strength, but it's a bit closer to the skin, if that makes sense. This one has notes of hazelnuts, vanilla absolute, milk accord, sandalwood essence, orange flower, dry amber, musk, pepper essence, bergamot essence. So they mentioned the word dry amber. This is the driest of the three fragrances also. Remember I said it kind of has a bit of a doughy effect, more of a dough-nut combo. If you've ever baked with anything that has a bunch of chunks of nuts in it as far as dough goes, that kind of a smell is realistic kind of coming from this one. But it's uber dry and powdery, so there's a little bit of that, or not a little, a lot of experience of something bready when you're wearing it. But it's super cozy, super delicious, really, really wonderful gourmand, and my favorite of the trio. And I love the way this one smells on me. Again, it sits closer on skin compared to the other two. So if this is a turn off for you guys, double check. On me, it sits closest. For me, the loudest is the one with the rose, then followed by the fruity one, the Pavlova, and then of course Saint Honore is the closest. But I don't think I need loudness all the time. I mean, I like my fragrances loud, but if I have or find a fragrance that smells super delicious and it's not giving me that kind of a big, massive projection kind of experience, I still wear it because I like the way the fragrance smells, if that makes sense. So let's quickly smell this Saint Honore. This is also the second fragrance this year that has the name Saint Honore. I think BDK launched their fragrance 312 Saint Honore. Now this is the second. Oh my god, this smells so good, guys. Here's the box for this. This one's really, really great, really wonderful. You do also pick up the orange blossom, and you know, we've got many fragrances that have or feature orange blossom with these kind of sweet gourmand notes. I'm actually, if you haven't heard already, I grew up in the Middle East, and I love the combination of orange blossom in sweet dessert, like, you know, things that we cook with. So the combo is something that I grew up with. So I do enjoy it in fragrances quite a bit. And it's used a lot, not very intensely, but it's used as an accent in some of the cooking, especially like baklava and things like that. This gives me that kind of a vibe, by the way. But it's really, really good. It's quite nutty. And even though they're not mentioning warm spiciness of cinnamon, I do get a bit of a cinnamony vibe. I think people that like fragrances like Wajan might like this. I'm not saying it smells similar, but there is a bit of a dough baklava vibe I get with Wajan that I'm kind of getting it with this one as well, but more of a bready dough here rather than the thin kind of flaky dough with the baklava. But wonderful, very dry, very doughy, very nutty. Along the way, you've got the milky creaminess, and even though it's dry, you still experience that milky effect in this. And very, very powdery with the vanilla, and there's some slight peppery touches. And maybe it's just all the notes combined together giving me a very warm, spicy, almost cinnamon-like smell in this. But super delicious. So Saint Honore is my favorite of the trio. Let me know your thoughts on these three fragrances. Have you gotten your nose on them? Are you a fan of Parfums de Nicolai? If you are, what is your favorite fragrance? If you're not a fan of gourmand fragrances, are you going to check these trio of fragrances out from Parfums de Nicolai, or are you going to skip them out? Because sometimes you might be a fan of a brand, but you're not a fan of a style, and vice versa. You might not be a fan of this brand, but you love gourmands. Are you going to, you know, check out these fragrances? Let me know. Put a comment down below. And also, as I said, these are selling over at ZGO Perfumery. If you're in town, go check them out there. They have the whole entire Parfums de Nicolai collection. Some of my favorites like Patchouli Intense, of course, New York Intense. Great classic fragrances from that house. So if you're there, go check these out and check those fragrances out. Or I have a link in the info box as well. You can order samples or, you know, the bottles. They come in multiple sizes too. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, list below. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. I should also say, one of these or a couple of these is going to be featured in a video very soon, so stay tuned for that. See you guys later. Bye-bye.